that is 5 straight wins, guys, for Dallas. Did we learn anything about this overtime Cowboys win? I mean, hostile territory, Kyle. They go up against one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest coach of all time, and they didn't back down. They kept coming back.
Yeah, and Dak Prescott had the most passing yards ever against Bill Belichick. I think this is the best Cowboys team we've seen in 26 years. I mean that, and I know everybody freaks out on Mondays. I don't. I think with the Dak factor and the wide receivers and the defense and everything. So if it's so good and they've won so many games in a row, why am I so nervous watching the Cowboys? There's a palpable tension during the games, and I think it has to do with Mike McCarthy. And it's tough on a Monday morning when a team hasn't lost in 5 weeks to be like, how about the head coach? There's this thing with McCarthy, and it used to be with Andy Reid with the clock management. That was the joke, and it would come up every week, and Andy Reid earned that reputation a lot before he eventually shed it. I don't know if Mike McCarthy, you know, Chris, you talked earlier in the show about identity. I don't know if Mike McCarthy knows what kind of coach he wants to be. Meaning, sometimes he's let's light my hair on fire and let's go for it on 4th down. He did earlier in the game was they got stuffed. Late in the game, then he doesn't. And I just worry that this is a great roster and a great team. In the divisional round or the wild card, when they go up against McVay or they go up against Bruce Arians, these guys who've been in all these playoff games and know exactly who they are, does Mike McCarthy have it in him to make the right decisions at the right time with the right players? I find myself nervous watching the Cowboys, and maybe it's a champagne problem that they're 5-1 and I'm nervous about their head coach, but I think the Cowboys fans know what I'm talking about. They're one bad decision away from a 14-3 season coming down in the first round of the playoffs.
Real quick, I mean, it's funny you say it because I was in a conversation with some folks and it was like, who's coach of the year? And it's Cliff Kingsbury and it's John Harbaugh and Brandon Staley. No one mentions Mike McCarthy. They're 5-1 right now and they're winning dominant fashion.
Great point.
But you're right. You feel this uneasiness of like, what is the strategy here? Because sometimes we go for
There's
it,
not a
trust.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's going to take a long time, I feel like, for people to earn their trust in McCarthy up against those other guys.
I think McCarthy, when you go back and you look at his coaching resume, look at the quarterbacks and look at the type of seasons that they had under him. Like, they've had some explosive seasons, and that's what you're starting to see, the relationship between him and Dak Prescott. The reason why they don't mention him as potentially the coach of the year is because what Dan Quinn and also Al Harris, who's the assistant secondary coach there. Al Harris coached from 2013 to 2018 in Kansas City. Now, I played a lot against Al Harris. Now, you're talking about a guy who will jump your route and read your mail. He is doing exactly what Diggs does every time. I was thinking about Al Harris when he had the interception, but definitely the next play, because that was the same game plan we had against Al Harris. You have to double move him. But Dan Quinn took this offseason and scouted himself, and he realized, I can't play this Seattle defense. The NFL's got too many good throwers. They spread you out. We have to play a little more man-to-man. So now the Cowboys and Dan Quinn, it didn't work in Atlanta. He is a great coordinator, a great assistant coach who struggled as a head coach, but Al Harris and Dan Quinn have the back end of that Cowboys defense together, and that's what I continue to see week after week.
Yeah, and you see the score, and you're like, okay, Cowboys won in overtime. It was a good game. But, like, Cowboys had to bounce back from some things. That 4th down stuff with Dak when he fumbles into the goal line, and it's like, guys, just put it in the end zone. Like, there's frustration there. Here it is. Dak loses the ball. The Patriots recover. A field goal would have been fine here, obviously. This is when they went for it. And then to your point, the Trayvon Diggs, yeah, he has the interception and the pick 6. But on the very next drive, it's like, all right, we're going to read this guy like a book. We're going to do a little double move with Kendrick Bourne. He's going to bite on it because he wants the interception.
He wants another one.
We're going to score. And they bounce back from both of these things. Like, the Cowboys teams of old, I feel like this might have broken their backs. Like, but they don't. Dak gets up. 100%. He's like, give me the rock. Let's go. So there were a lot of weird moments in this game. And a lot of times you felt like the Patriots were going to pull away. Every single time, Dak and that offense answered the bell, and then the defense shut the door at the end, and Mac had nothing in overtime. So I feel really good about the Cowboys because even despite that and despite they find a way to win, and right now they're way ahead in the NFC East. They're looking good.
There's something about, you say they didn't break there's backbone factor with NFL teams, don't you think?
Sure.
Where you sort of learn, and like this wasn't a blowout win. This was repeatedly getting got. The missed field goal, 115 penalty yards, like those sort of things that, you know, the Patriots answering after the pick 6, like all of it was like punch, 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 punch. We're coming back, we're coming back. And a lot of that is Dak Prescott, but obviously a feisty, opportunistic defense as well. Does that make you feel better that this team earned yesterday from me? Like they've got backbone. Like they're not going to just go, they're not going to punch them and they're going to go like run away from you.
it's awesome. It's the Cowboys have this incredible luxury right now where like we already know that their whole season is going to come down to a Sunday in January.
Right.
They're going to be there. They're going to be in the playoffs. I feel like it's going to be one drive in the divisional round on Sunday in January where it's like, wow, they had it or they didn't, because they're coasting. They're gonna skate for the next couple of months.
I think it's Dak to CD, and I feel good about it. Like
maybe
that
so.
to me is what's going to happen in the playoffs. All right.